Welcome to Fin525 Financial Institutions Management. In this video I just wanted to explain to you the learning and teaching strategies that we have used to design this subject. Under each of the topics you'll see quite a number of, in most cases, calculations to work through. So you would be mistaken for thinking that this is a heavily quantitative subject, but it's not. I guess I really wanted to explain to you that the reason those calculations are there are to support an overriding concept or idea. For example, in the first topic, where we talk about why financial institutions are special and traditional measures of performance don't necessarily apply to them, we introduced two other measures which are adjusted for risk. And so I want to demonstrate to you, through the calculations that I've asked you to do in the review questions, the reason why we use those measures. So the calculations are structured to give you the basis for saying, oh, I see, when I do a return on equity, it doesn't show me that I have increased risk in incurring that greater return on equity. Whereas if I use an alternate measure, then it does. And that's so it's the calculations are there to demonstrate a concept to you. And in this subject, there's quite a few calculations. For example, the futures calculations when we're talking about interest rate risk management. But I want you to be able to say some broad and general concepts that you derive from working through those calculations. Okay, so the calculations are not something that are important to master for their own sake. They are important in terms of building your understanding of the overall and overarching concepts that I want you to learn from each topic. Now, you may also wonder why, okay, there's no PowerPoints, there's no slides, there's no working through a lecture in this subject. And basically that's because we're now at an advanced level of the master's degree. Okay, I wouldn't give a traditional lecture of content to an internal class at this stage of your education. Okay, I wouldn't insult you by doing that, basically. For example, if we're in an internal class, it would be all working through some case-based studies and talking about the concepts and building your understanding of concepts. Okay, but in a distance forum, how I've done that is by posing questions for you to answer, by looking at the text, by working through using your previous knowledge from other subjects and drawing it together in this subject. So that's why there's no traditional or formal lectures just running through the concepts, talking at you, rather than building an understanding from within yourself. So that's why the subject is the way it is. It's been deliberately done that way. So I hope that looking at this video and seeing why I've done things the way I've done them will help you to progress through the materials.